Each week, American Artifacts takes you to museums and historic places to learn what artifacts reveal about American history. Now we visit the Newseum in Washington, D.C. to view an exhibit to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's assassination. The New York Herald special editions published on April 14th and 15th, 1865, show how the news unfolded after the first Associated Press report that the president had been shot.
I'm Carrie Christopherson, and I'm the Curator and Director of Collections here at the Newseum, and we are in our new Lincoln exhibit called President Lincoln is Dead. This exhibit has a really sort of tight focus on 7 editions of the New York Herald, which was the most widely circulated newspaper of the time, that were published in the 18 hours immediately following Lincoln's assassination. So it is the minute-by-minute story of the news as it happened, as people were getting it in this country about the assassination of Lincoln. One of the ways that we help people understand sort of not just time but place is through this great map that we have on the floor in the center of the gallery, because we are almost here in this building at the epicenter of things. Ford's Theater is certainly the true spot of most significance for this day, but the Newseum is on the site of the National Hotel, which is the hotel where Booth stayed the night before he committed this horrible crime. The very first edition is the 2 a.m. edition, more or less the regular edition of the New York Herald, which was a morning paper at that time. And it covers, essentially, it's the breaking news. It's the, flash moment of the president's been shot. Interestingly enough, it uses the word assassination already in that paper, because at the time, that word meant a surprise, violent attack on someone. It didn't necessarily mean something that resulted in death. It has come to mean that over the years, but it's sort of interesting. One of the things that I really hope people comprehend as they move through this exhibit is that they get that understanding of how people at the time were getting their news. This was really a moment in time where everything had sort of come together. The complete proliferation of the telegraph. There was still this incredible squadron of reporters available because we're just coming off the war. The capacity of the New York Herald to move so swiftly with the number of pressmen they had and the speed of their presses to be able to push this much news out this rapidly. To the best of our knowledge, this is the first time all 7 editions of the Herald have been together since they were printed 150 years ago. And of course, that sesquicentennial anniversary of the assassination of Lincoln is the reason for the timing of this exhibit. Lincoln always fascinates people to this day, but this year in particular is important because we mark the 150th anniversary of his assassination, the first president in our history to be assassinated, and it's a really important mark in time.
You can watch this and other American Artifacts programs anytime by visiting our website at cspan.org/history.